Rahim, Biology 8th Metric, Unit 1, Chapter 2, Cell Division. In this chapter, cell division, first of all, there is a definition of cell division that it is a process by which cell divides into two daughter cells. This is the definition. After definition, in this chapter, we will study in detail cell division. Then we will move toward heredity, and thirdly, we will study basis of heredity. First of all, cell division. In cell division, we will study two processes. First is mitosis and second process is meiosis. These two are the processes by which a cell divides. For mitosis, cell divides into two daughter cells. In this process, a single cell divides into two daughter cells and same number of chromosomes is there. Means chromosomal number is retained. Then we will study about the process of mitosis in detail. For meiosis, cell divides into four daughter cells instead of two daughter cells. Then half number of chromosomes is there, mean chromosomal number retained half. And then we will study in detail the process of meiosis. Now this is the process of meiosis and mitosis. Firstly, for mitosis, this is a cell. This cell is dividing into two daughter cells, as you can see, with same number of chromosomes. For meiosis, a cell divides into two daughter cells, then further division takes place and divides two daughter cells into four daughter cells. Means for meiosis, a single cell divides into four daughter cells. And now as you can see, the chromosomal number is half of the parent cell. Okay. Next is heredity. In heredity, we will study about heredity characters, that what are the characters that are inherited by parents to the offsprings. Then we will study about variations, that what are the variations for heredity characters. These are the characters that are transmitted from parents to the offspring, such as height, such as color of eyes, such as earlobes that may be attached or detached. For variations, the difference among members of a family is called as variation. Mean a member of a family is different from all other family members. This is a variation. Then we will study in detail the beneficial variations, and at the end we will study about how these variations are increasing the survival rate of a person. Next is basis of heredity. Here we have genes, heredity material and chromosome. Then Watson-Crick model of DNA. Third, we will study transmission of characters, that how characters are transmitted from parent to offspring. Next is inheritable and non-inheritable characters. And at the last, examples of inheritable characters. First of all, for Watson and Crick model of DNA. Second is transmission of characters. For Watson and Crick model of DNA, we will study about DNA structure, that DNA structure is double stranded and it also has nucleotides that are adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine. For transmission of characters, here we will study that how gametes are formed by meiosis, then zygote is formed from the fusion of these gametes, and then by the development of this zygote by mitosis, a diploid cell is formed, and from that diploid cell whole body is formed. Now this is our DNA double helix. As you can see, these two are the DNA strand, and G, C, T, A, A, T, these are the nucleotides, that are G for guanine, C for cytosine, T for thymine and A for adenine, and these are forming the main DNA structure. Next is inheritable and non-inheritable characters. Here, firstly, we will study inheritable characters. Characters that are transmitted from parents to offspring are called as inheritable characters, and characters not developed by genes and are not transmitted from parents to the offspring are called as non-inheritable characters. For inheritable characters, the characters controlled by the genes such as intelligence of a person, height, skin color, eye color, these are the characters that are transmitted from parents to the offsprings. And non-inheritable characters include diseases that are not transmitted from parents to offspring, and some body organ that is lost but that was given from the parent to the offspring. Next is examples of inheritable characters. For examples of inheritable character, we have example given. First is eye color, and second example that is given is ear lobes. Now first discussing eye color, that is an inheritable character that is transmitted from parent to offspring. This is because of production of a pigment in the iris, and this pigment give different colors to the eyes: blue color eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes. These all eyes color are because of this pigment in the iris. For earlobes, earlobes may be attached or detached. This is also an inheritable character that is transmitted from parents to the offsprings. Now this is example of eye color. As you can see, different eye colors, and these are transmitted from parents to the offspring. So we will say that this is an inheritable character. As shown here, it is an inheritable character. Now for earlobes, as you can see, we have two example. This is attached and this is detached earlobe. Now these are the examples of attached and detached earlobes, and this is also an inheritable character.